and with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Batuma's out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the 4. Tip-off goes to the Clippers.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich.
Come to me.
Good work defensively by Morris.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Jackson. Yes, that goes in.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. He and his assistants are trying to figure out ways to run Paul George off of the three-point line. Coach said even though George is a good passer, he's an elite shooter. He'd rather force him into making plays for others. This is the kind of problem that a superstar presents every night. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Jackson misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Mann passes to Jackson. George against O'Neal. Three-pointer. And Paul George with the 3.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Second chance shot. Stolen by Jackson. Mann passes to Jackson. Ingles against Batum. Morris dishes to George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 5.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Bogdanovich wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jackson down low. Covered by Mitchell. And here's Ingles outside. And Utah another 3.
Catching fire. When you have a shooter like Ingles, it's a great play to run.
Shot, high post. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to George. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble. from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's George. That one goes. Count it.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
The Jazz making a switch here. Oni's checked in. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Mitchell's got 12.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's Morris, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. And here is Mitchell. 12 points for him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. .114 left in the first quarter. Pass to Zubac. Rondo against Mitchell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now here is George. And yes, it's good.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
That one goes in.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
George double teamed. Morris outside. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Rondo. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. That shot no good. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Jazz lead by 6. Utah leading by 6. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Favors. Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Oni in at the small forward position.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. Goes up. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to George. A 3-ball. Utah with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Los Angeles calls timeout. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time? Pass to Cousins. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Over Jackson. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got 21.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
It's Jackson with the drive. Good work there as it goes.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Passes it to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's now 23 points for Donovan Mitchell. Clippers trail by 8. Jackson kicks to Karinge. .102 left in the first half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
So both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Clarkson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Karinge. And the layup's good off the glass.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Utah. 6-point game. Kicks it to Clarkson. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. He's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kennard against Ingles. Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Here's Clarkson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Back right after this. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. They've got Batum, also Reggie Jackson out there. Paul George is out there with Morris, and it's man in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Jazz. Pass to Morris. Batum scanning the floor. And they double up Jackson. Passes it to Mann. And another 3 for the Clippers.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Stolen away. And he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now, here's Batum. No points in the game yet for him. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Mann.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Jackson down low. Covered by Mitchell.
And you're seeing it with Jackson tonight. When he gets in a real rhythm, man, he can light up the scoreboard.
Mitchell against Jackson. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Shoots from the block. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Gobert. 30 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's George. The shot's good.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Ingles. Jackson against Mitchell. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
The pass to Morris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For Utah, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And the Jazz call time here. There's the call. Utah the foul.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
That free throw good from Kennard. That one drops. He ties it up. There's 1:38 left in the third. Mitchell passes to Favors. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell against Beverly. Outside, George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 26 points.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Beverly against Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range. He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Utah's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Mitchell against Beverly. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's George, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Joe Ingles is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Utah with the ball. They trail by 1. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell finds Clarkson. Here's Favors. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Favors. Goes up again. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Clippers on top, up 1. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers in the lead. So on the floor for Utah. They've got O'Neal. Mitchell is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Favors, and it's Niang in at the 4. Now, here's Zubac. Over Mitchell. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Lock at 6. Here's George. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play.
Unbelievable. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Favors against Zubac. And Favors kicks to Niang. Great D that time from Batum.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Ingles against George. Back to Kennard. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And it's in there. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A wide open look here for Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Batum, good.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen by Mitchell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Utah calls timeout. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Jackson against Mitchell. Jackson misses. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Down low, here's George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell against Jackson. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 1 on the basket for Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of this game.
Batum passes to Morris. Kicks to Jackson. Here's George. Pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Jackson's got 20.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 3. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Mitchell looking it over. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Traps in the tray.
The pressure doesn't get to Bojan Bogdanovich. That's a huge bucket for this team.
Here's George. And they pick up 2. George has got 39.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Mitchell against Jackson to take the lead. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Jazz lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Now, here is George. Outside for Jackson. From deep. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's what Jackson's doing right now. Supreme confidence in the clutch.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game. Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. George with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yes, so explosive. More often than not, Mitchell will beat you to the spot.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both. And the Clippers call time here. The score is tied at 89. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Mitchell missing. Jackson has the open look, and again, no good by the Clippers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get the rebound, and it's the Clippers' ball. The pass to Morris. Outside Batum. Now here is George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.
I get the bag and I gotta flip it. Shorty all on me, I tell her she trippin'. I get the top, you know that I'm dippin'. Fuck all the bullshit, I just want the millions, ayy. Say fuck all the bullshit, I just want the millions, ayy.